Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us for this Premier Sim Racing Association Premier Series race. We are kicking off week 2 from Chicagoland Speedway. Want to go over our point standings really quickly. Don't have a graphic for this one yet, just to kind of set the stage for you all. Our winner, Cameron Sarton from last week, he is the points leader right now. In second place in the points, we have Cameron Arndt from Underdog Racing. Third place in the points is the number 93 of John Dart. Fourth place is Dakota Nichols from Underdog Racing. 72 of Miguel Rodriguez is currently in fifth place in the points. He's from Great Lakes Motorsports. Also from Great Lakes, his teammate Griffin Deere in the sixth car is currently in the sixth position in points. So from there on back, we have Travis Dart, James Jackson, Stephen Parker, and Jared Ogletree rounding out the top 10 in points, with Kyle Kendall, Brandon Hare, Scooter Perfettio, and Kyle Bridges rounding out that top 14. We do have 3 drivers who so far have not scored any points this season, those being Ed Tucker, Richard Moore, and Devin Benoit, who we hope will join us this evening. So today, coming to you from Chicagoland, we have a nice temperature of 76 degrees Fahrenheit, totally clear weather. A light 13-mile-an-hour wind is hitting the track right now. We have our Discord right there for you. If you'd like to join the Discord, we are still recruiting, only a couple of races into the season, so definitely not too late to join. So our drivers are getting ready to grid up here pretty soon. Excited to get this race underway. Do want to talk to you a little bit about how they qualified this evening. So coming off of, hold on just 1 second, and we'll get that qualifying information pulled up for you. Give me just one moment. All right, there we go. So starting off strong, we have Stephen Parker. He's in the number 10 truck. He's got the pole, only 0.004 of a second faster, though, than Griffin Deere, who qualified second. Look at that, the 30.925 and 30.929. I mean, the width of a gnat's eyelashes, the difference between those two cars in qualifying. Qualifying in third place, we have Cameron Arndt. He came in just under 31 seconds. Again, a 3,000 this time, 3,000ths of a second separation between Arndt and Nichols, who qualified fourth. Barely getting over that 31-second mark is Brandon Hare, who qualified fifth. Then we have in the number 93 car, John Dart, who qualified in sixth. Then in the 29, we have James Jackson in the seventh position. Then we have Travis Dart in the 11th, who qualified in 8th. Kyle Kendall qualified 9th. Miguel Rodriguez in the 10th position. Jared Ogletree is going to roll off in 11th, and Richard Moore is going to be rolling off in 12th. So we will be getting the team queued up here and ready to go live here shortly. Excited to share this race with you here from the Premier Sim Racing Association.
All right, y'all. No differences in terms of rules for this week. The only new rule we've got is if you try to fake the pit road and come back up onto the track or anything like that, you have to maintain pace.
All right, the cars are hitting the grid. We have gotten the command to fire engines. We just overheard a little bit of the drivers' meeting before things got started. Our racing stewards calling out all the rules as we go through the final checklist before these drivers roll off the grid, preparing to start this evening's race. So we're going to roll through the field just a little bit here, let you know who is on the grid. We talked about this just a little bit ago, but do want to call out these folks. So first of all, starting from the first and second position, we're going to have rolling off here in first Stephen Parker in the number 10 car, Griffin Deere in the number 6. In the second row, you see we have Cameron Arndt in that number 3 car and Dakota Nichols in the 24. Where is Cameron in the 3 car? Let's see if we can find Cameron. Cameron looks like he's on the pits. He's in the pit, so we may check in with our pit reporter and see what's going on there. May have just missed the start. Also missed the start here. Several other drivers. Looks like Miguel Rodriguez in the 72, Cameron Sarton in the 94, Travis Dart in the 11, and Kyle Kendall. So all looks like they're missing the start of this race. So going to go down to some pit reporting and see if we can get some details on what's going on there. In the meantime, we're going to go ahead and hide this since it looks like a lot of that information is going to be incorrect at this time. And we're going to go ahead and get ready to start this race as the pace car pulls down. Stephen Parker is going to take the yellow flag. Okay, it looks like because we had the issue with folks getting stuck on pit lane, it looks like the race control has decided to throw a caution flag here to give those guys who started on pit road a chance to get caught up. So we're going to pause for the cause. I'm going to step away here and get some details as we re-rack them and get ready to restart this race. All right, so got a quick update for everyone here. It looks like we did throw a caution flag here to allow those that missed the start. It looked like there were some technical difficulties getting under control. Technical difficulties so far seem to be the main sponsor, maybe the title sponsor here of the Premier Sim Racing Association. So we will get these cars re-racked here shortly and get this race restarted. Right now, race control is working on sorting out where all the cars need to go. So I'm going to go on standby, see if maybe I can actually help them get that figured out, and we'll be right back. right, thank you for your patience, ladies and gentlemen. We have it from race control that we are getting ready to restart this race. So, our leader, Stephen Parker, is going to lead them down to the green flag, and this PSRA race is officially underway. The number 10 car, he's going to get out to a wonderful start there. He's able to clear everyone else. And it looks like Dakota Nichols is going to move that 24 car up into second position. Meanwhile, the 6 car Griffin Deer thinks about poking a nose underneath the 24 car, maybe thinks better of it. Here goes the 24 now with a move down low. 10 car maybe a little loose there on the high side. That's going to open the door for the 24 car. Nope, the 10 car is going to close the door with that momentum off of the high side, and he's able to maintain the lead as we go down into turns 1 and 2. Looking a little bit further back in the field now, we've got some side-by-side racing currently for 6th and 7th. This is Cameron Arndt, who got held up in the beginning. He was one of those guys who missed the start. We threw the yellow flag to kind of get everybody re-racked. So Cameron is making his way back up through the field. Similarly, we have another situation a little bit further back here in the back. Cameron Sarton, our winner from last week, in the 94 car, part of Team Ghost. We saw that team work together very proficiently in the draft at Daytona last week. He is also making some tracks early on, trying to get up closer to the front of the pack. No changes up front, though. Stephen Parker has now opened up a 7/10, now 8/10 of a second lead over second place, Dakota Nichols. Griffin Deer still riding there in third place, right in the wake of Dakota Nichols. And then Brandon Hare behind them in the 18. Oh, and we're getting the indication of a caution flag. We are under caution here at Chicagoland. Gonna see if we can see what happened. It looks like it was Cameron Sarton here in the 46 car. Oh, he bounces. Oh, okay, I see what happened there. So that was the 46 of Kyle Bridges bounced up off the wall, came down and got into the 94 of Cam Sarton. So tough break there for the 94. We had just talked about how he was moving up through the field, able to start making some progress after a little bit of a lackluster, after he actually missed the start. And here just had Kyle in the 46 car, just puts a little bit too much weight on that accelerator, hits the outside safer barrier, bounces off the wall, and back down into the 94. Not sure if that's going to use a fast repair for both of those drivers, but definitely a tough break regardless. All right, that's going to put a couple of folks in pit lane. First of all, we have that's the number 93, John Dart, currently in the pits. Also have Travis Dart in the 11, taking an early pit stop. Kyle Bridges in the pits. We know he was going to need to get some repairs, same as Cameron Sarton in the 94. Man, still coming off the pits side by side, still not giving one another an inch. Tough break for those two drivers. Gonna see if we can pop in and get a word from one of them. I will be right back. Gonna see if we can hear from one of those two drivers. All right, did a quick check with Cameron Sarton there in the 94. Was forced to use his fast repair early in the race here, very in the early going. So obviously not excited to use one this early, but after all, that is why those fast repairs are there, so that we can make sure that one incident like that doesn't knock you out of the race indefinitely. So just note that one fast repair used by Cameron Sarton. And we're going to get back under green flag conditions here. The number 10 car, Stephen Parker, is going to take the green flag, and we are back to racing here at Chicagoland, starting lap 12. And once again, a wonderful start by the number 10, able to get that Napa Auto Parts Chevrolet out to about a 1 car length lead before he even gets down into the turn. But the 24 car, Dakota Nichols, not going to be deterred. He is going to ride right in his tire tracks. No changes in third place. Still Griffin Deere hanging out there in the 6 car. But moving into the 4th position, talk about a big mover already in this race. That's the number 3 car, Cameron Art. Remember, he missed the start of this race, had to start in the very back, and he is now door to door for the 4th position with Brandon Hare. So it looks like he is going to clear him here on corner exit, give him an old slide job right up in front of him. The 18 didn't have enough momentum to get back to his bumper here. Not quite as they go down into the turn. So looks like number 3, Cameron Art, is going to secure that 4th position. Now setting his sights, no doubt, on the 3rd place car of Griffin Deere. Checking back in, looking for folks that might be big movers here soon. Last week's winner, Cameron Sarton, had to use that fast repair. Back here in the 94 car, he's currently running in the 13th position. Might not be in a big hurry. We saw a little bit of this strategy from Ghost Racing last week. That's these 3 cars here, the 11, the 94, and the 93. All of these cars kind of rode around in the back at Daytona last week, waited for their opportunity to strike. Now, the draft isn't as effective here as it is at Daytona, so it's not going to be as easy for them to work their way back up through the pack, even with teammates. So it'll be important that, if this is the strategy that they're choosing, that they don't let themselves get too far behind. So back up here at the front, the 10 car is still leading the way as Stephen Parker continues to open up his lead. Meanwhile, Cameron Art still on a charge up towards the front, now challenging the number 6 of Griffin Deere for 3rd place. Let's keep an eye on this 3 car. He is really working his way up through the pack. Meanwhile, the 27 of Jared Ogletree, he's worked his way up into the 5th position, now setting his sights on the number 6 of Griffin Deere. Looks like he's going to have a huge run, as Griffin was just doing a little bit of side-by-side racing with Cameron there. That's going to give the 27 all the momentum going into corner entry, but the 27 actually has to move down. Jared now having to defend against the 18. Brandon Hare kind of almost getting a nose to his inside corner panel there, as these guys really race it out, trying to stay in the top 5 here in the early goings of this 134-lap race. Cameron already run down the 24 car of Dakota Nichols. Dakota not able to keep up with Stephen Parker, who's opened up a 1-second lead over the rest of this pack. Now Cam able to track the 24 down. Now, catching Dakota is one thing, passing him is another thing entirely. So we'll keep a weathered eye on this battle for 2nd place, as no doubt these two are going to entertain, if nothing else. Saw a big slide out of the 6th car here. He moved all the way up the track, lost a lot of momentum. That's actually going to slow up the 27 behind him. He just had a little bit of a moment where it looked like his car got really tight, slid up the track, caused the 27 to check up. That opened the door for the 18 to move to the inside to take that position. So make that Brandon Hare back up to 4th. Now that is Griffin Deere back to 5th. And Ogletree now back to 6th. He's side by side with Miguel Rodriguez in the 72, racing it out here for the 6th position. He's able to clear the nose of the 72 for now and secure that spot and close the door on that side-by-side racing. Keeping an eye back up here towards the front, 2nd, 3rd, and 4th place. This is the number 3 car here of Cameron Arndt in 3rd place and Brandon Hare in the 18. Expect to see some really good racing out of this top 4, top 5, really out of the whole field tonight. I do expect at some point we'll see where I think some of these guys up towards the front may be using a little bit more of their equipment now that we're about 20 laps in, wearing those tires down, maybe more than some of those guys that have been conserving in the back. I'm starting to see some symptoms of that. Certainly out of the 6 car of Griffin Deere, he started off really strong. I wonder if maybe he was pressing really hard trying to keep up with those drivers ahead of him, maybe pressed a little bit too hard, used up a little bit too much tire, and is now having to back off and save a little bit. And you can hear, as we're riding with Griffin's in-car camera, you can actually hear those tires squealing as he goes down through those turns. So really cool perspective to be able to have that these drivers see here on iRacing. Going to check back on this group back here. This is where Ghost Racing was running the whole crew back here towards the back of the pack. We have Cameron Sarton there in the 94 car, who is this black and orange car in the middle. And he is side by side with the 60, actually just now clearing the 60 of Devin Benoit. Oh, some door-to-door racing right here. That was the 11 of Travis Dart making a little contact there with the 25 of Richard Moore. We're actually going to take that back just a little bit and see what happened there. It looks like the it looks like the 25 started to move down the track, maybe expecting that Travis would be doing the same thing, moving down the track. And he did not quite have that grace. So a little bit of contact there between the 11 and the 25. That's going to put the 25 now back a couple of spots. It did break up to his momentum a good bit. So speaking of momentum, I want to take you back to the front of the pack here, as I've noticed this gap starting to close here. So I talked a little bit earlier about maybe some drivers using more of their equipment earlier on in the run. Dakota was almost a full second behind the 10 car of Stephen Parker. He is now all the way back up to within 4/10 of a second of the 10 car now. So running this 10 car down, looking to perhaps make a good race of it here. So we'll keep eyes on this to see if Dakota can make that pass. Ooh, we see Arndt hitting the wall there in 3rd place. Looked like he just had a little bit too much mustard there on corner exit. And he just brushed that safer barrier. That's going to bring the 18 right up to his back bumper, but got to keep eyes on the front of this pack right now. The number 24 car making a big run, trying to get to the outside of the number 10 car. He's not able to get it this lap, but no doubt he is working to set himself up. See how that 24 car wraps around the bottom of the racetrack. That's going to be able, as he moves out to the outside wall, he's going to be able to get a big run, pick up some momentum. But it's not quite going to be enough to get to the 10 car this time around. He's going to see if wrapping that bottom line here through 3 and 4 gives it to him. Oh, this time a huge run as they come down the front stretch. Almost gets to his outside right across the start-finish line, but no dice thus far. One more time diving to the low side. The 24 looking to get his nose just on the inside of the 10. Misses it once again. While this is happening, do want to call out Jared Ogletree here in the 27. He has made it by the 18 of Brandon Hare, so able to take that position. So Jared, one known for his long run capabilities, tends to protect his equipment earlier on in the going, and is one that usually within these races we see what we call comers and goers, right? So as the race wears on, we see goers where folks their tires start to go away, and we see comers who have been preserving their tires who are able to get caught up and even pass some folks. So definitely seeing some of that at play here with Ogletree, who I know kind of nurses his equipment a lot more than some of these other drivers. So that's what's gotten him up into the 4th position now that we're about 30 laps into this race. Still a tight margin at the very front. Stephen Parker is able to fend off Dakota Nichols for now, but that margin that was over a second is now down to just 1/10 of a second. So very impressive run by Stephen Parker, able to keep himself in front of Dakota, at least for the time being. Oh, we say that, but here they go. They're side by side. Dakota finally able to get his nose to the inside of that Napa number 10 Chevrolet. That 24 car so good at wrapping the bottom of this racetrack and able to keep traction and momentum. He has a big slide towards the outside there, keeps it well clear of the 10 on the outside. These guys giving each other plenty of room so far, but it is still early in this race with over 100 laps to go. Dakota, though, able to complete the pass. He's going to slide up in front of the 10 car. It looks like maybe the 10 has a bit of momentum to try to do a crossover as they go here into turn number 1. We'll see if he can get the momentum around the outside of the track. He's going to be all the way up against the safer barrier. In fact, bumps the wall. That is going to drop him down to the inside, opens the door for Cameron Arndt. We've been talking about his speed. Arndt himself was in the wall a little bit earlier, so far able to make a good recovery as he now moves past Stephen Parker into the 2nd position. So now that puts Dakota Nichols to the lead for the first time in this race. Stephen Parker, though, absolutely no slouch. Want to give him credit. So we have only run 33 laps in this race, and do want to give him some credit where it's due. So far, he has led 30 of those laps. So keep an eye on this car, the number 10 is Stephen Parker, as this race continues. We know he had a pretty strong showing in Daytona last week. Didn't quite get the finish that he was looking for. He's currently riding 9th in points, but he's looking for a good points night tonight. Get himself back up there in the fight for the lead on points. Back out front, we've got Dakota Nichols, who has now led 3 laps. Dakota is rocking that blue and silver gray paint scheme on his Chevrolet tonight. Dakota Nichols is sponsored by Smith & Sons Construction, both here in iRacing as part of the Premier Sim Racing Association Racing League, but also in real life where he races at a local short track back home. So want to thank his sponsor, Smith & Sons Construction, for taking care of him both in the real world and here virtually. And I know we're glad to have him as part of our Premier Racing Series, as he barely brushes the wall a little bit there coming out of corner exit. So using up every bit of the track that he can to try to pick up as much momentum as he can. This top 4 here now, all within about 0.6 of a second of one another. You see Jared Ogletree using his late run affinity here, maybe has preserved his tires a little bit early in the going, and he is going to be right up behind the 10 car now. So Stephen Parker, who led 30 laps of this race already, continues to move in the wrong direction here in the early goings of this race. So put Ogletree now to 3rd. Yeah, I was waiting to see if Parker was going to be able to get some momentum to get back to Ogletree's outside. It looks like he's really going to give it a go here. He is really working that wheel on the outside, trying to get some momentum to get to the outside of the 27. It's not going to work that time. He's going to fall back behind. that number 27 Chevrolet of Jared Ogletree. Meanwhile, looks like something happened here to the number 16 Surge machine. Just saw him drop a couple of positions kind of quickly. Looks like he still might be dropping back a little bit as I see the 11 car moving to the inside. Yeah, now Travis Dart moving past Kyle Kendall had a little bit of excitement there as he moved from the 6th position. He has now fallen back to 8th. As the 11 car of Travis Dart passes him on the low side. They are still side by side here. Really great racing for the 7th position. I know that most of our attention has stayed up towards the front of the pack, but excellent racing back here for these positions from 5th on back. We have a 15 car field this evening, started with 16. Looked like James Jackson had to retire from the race early. Not quite sure what happened there. But we'll look to get some reporting there. So that 29 Ford is out for Great Lakes Motorsports. All right, we're going to move back up here to the 4th and 5th position where it looks like Griffin Deere is now making a charge back up towards the front. He was able to get past the 10 of Stephen Parker. We'll see if Stephen can get some momentum here, cross the 6 car over and try to get back around him in turns 3 and 4. I don't see him getting the momentum to be able to pull it off, so it looks like he's going to tuck back here into 5th position. Stephen Parker, remember, led 30 of the first 33 laps of this race, and now moving in the wrong direction, headed backwards. We've seen him bounce off the wall a little bit. We saw Cameron Arndt up in 2nd place do the same, though. So we know these cars can take a licking and keep on ticking. So, and ticking away is our leader, Dakota Nichols, in the 24 car, now opening it up to a 0.3 of a second lead over 2nd place Cameron Arndt. And he's going to maintain that lead pretty solidly. We're going to take a look back here at the 6 and 27 car. This is Griffin Deere and Jared Ogletree. They're racing right now for the 3rd position. So we saw Griffin start this race really strong. He was up around 2nd, 3rd early on in the going, fell back a little bit. He's now moved his way back up. We've seen Ogletree. He started a little bit further back in this race, I believe. Let's take a look and see where he started. So looking at Ogletree, yeah, so he's currently running in the 4th position. He started 11th. So he's been able to work his way up, and no slouches that he's gotten by. Stephen Parker, again, we've talked about the early leader in this race. He is now running in 5th. He's gotten by Travis Dart, Miguel Rodriguez, Cam Sarton, we know had some issues earlier. In fact, let's talk a little bit about Cam Sarton. Cameron Sarton, he is our winner last week. He was involved in an accident a little bit earlier. Someone underneath him appeared to get loose and move up into Cameron, damaging his car to the point that he had engine damage. He had to use his fast repair very early on in the going here, so no doubt driving maybe a little bit more conservatively than he would normally, but still, after following all the way back to the back of the pack, he has made his way back up. All right, looks like we are going to have green flag pit stops now. We have the number 24 is in the pits. All of the leaders, it looks like we've got Dakota Nichols, Cameron Arndt, Griffin Deere, Jared Ogletree is in the pits, Miguel Rodriguez, Stephen Parker, Kyle Kendall, Devin Benoit, Scooter Perfettio, darn near the whole field is in the pits. So we're going to keep an eye on these green flag pit stops here as everybody gets their cars to a stop, brings them to the attention of their crews. No doubt getting fuel and tires on this stop. I believe everybody's going to need it. It looks like it looks like Dakota is going to beat everybody off of pit lane. Griffin Deere is going to come out just behind him. Jared Ogletree will come out behind Griffin, and Cameron Arndt coming out in fourth place. Stephen Parker in fifth. So a little bit of shuffling in direction there. Looks like Griffin really made the most of that pit lane opportunity. So they are now showing one lap down all those cars that have pitted. So meanwhile, these cars here in the top four, we have Travis Dart, Cameron Sarton, John Dart, and Kyle Bridges. This group now being shown as the top four as Cameron Hare has entered the pits. So remember, Kyle Bridges and Cameron Sarton both had they were involved in an incident early in the race. They both had to pit for repairs and no doubt took some tires and fuel then. So they can maybe flip the pit cycle a little bit. They could possibly look to run long, see if they catch a lucky caution flag and trap everyone else a lap down and be able to get back a lot of that track position that they lost early on from having to pit and get those repairs. So obviously some strategy here at play, though, because we do have the 11 car of Travis Dart currently running out front, 94, his teammate. That is Cameron Sarton running second, John Dart in the 93 running third. Again, we saw this team, Ghost Racing, very proficiently using some teamwork in Daytona last week. So have no doubt that the three of them will be working together to maybe flip some pit strategy here, maybe throw the rest of the field something they weren't expecting. Oh, and we have a caution flag. Let's see what brought out the caution. Sorry for all the flipping around. It looks like the 25 car is in trouble. Oh no, the 25 car moved up and got into the 27 of Gerald Ogletree. Tough break for Ogletree. We've been talking about what a good run he was having on the long run. So we're going to take this back here and see if we can see exactly what happened. So the 25 of Richard Moore at this time, he was running in. He just started 12th is all we can see there. So not sure what position he was running in when this happened. But yeah, he gets high up the racetrack. It looks like Jared is going to try to get around him safely here. Obviously, I think Jared has the speed on the 25 here. I think I saw the 25 dropping back behind the 6, almost as though he's maybe on older tires. I'd have to check and see if he's pitted yet. So Jared here on the outside, and yeah, unfortunately, it looks like the 25 just loses grip, moves up into the 27, taking out Ogletree there. Not sure how bad that damage is on Ogletree's car. Let's jump to live and see if we can see if he's maybe using that fast repair. Gonna keep an eye on this 27 car real quick while I pop off of this to go and do some pit reporting on Jared Ogletree and see exactly if he had to use a fast repair and kind of maybe get an idea of what happened there. We'll be right back with PSRA TV. right, we're getting ready to go green here. Wanted to get a quick pit report from Jared Ogletree. So he was involved in that incident as the 25 car of Richard Moore slid up into him and got him into that outside wall. Ogletree reported he did not use a fast repair, so involved in an incident and now trapped a lap down, but was not forced to use one of those fast repairs. So good news for him. Excited that he was not able, that he didn't have to use that. So we will see if he can make his way back up through the field. All right, how do we like that? We got the whole field showing on our tower here on the left-hand side. So before we went under this caution, we were talking a little bit about how the ability for the 94, 11, and 93 cars to run long Ghost Racing, how if they caught a lucky caution, that it could be to their major benefit, and that has happened here. So with that caution, you see a lot of the cars now starting on the inside line behind them as we go back to green. That is because those cars had to take the wave around on account of all those Ghost Racing cars being the only cars on the lead lap. So if you look at the ticker on the left-hand side, as we're getting back underway, right now, only the top 10 are currently on the lead lap. So big race happening right now around our leaders that is not for the lead. It is a race for position and for the lucky dog. And that is between the 18 and 27 of Brandon Hare and Jared Ogletree. So they are both racing to be the first car one lap down, so that should another caution flag come out, that they can get their lap back via the lucky dog wave around rule. So currently the 18 is in that position, but no doubt they're going to be racing hard for it. So remember, Ogletree did get a little bit of damage. He was able to get about 20 seconds of optional repairs done. So hopefully not something that's going to hold him back. Certainly doesn't look like it's going to, as he motors up around the 18 on the outside and now goes to challenge ahead of the 18, trying to put some space between himself and Brandon Hare, locking in that lucky dog position. Meanwhile, back at the front, Cameron Sarton, last week's winner, he won the Daytona race just 1 week ago, and is currently leading the race today. So not only did he win last week's race, but now by leading laps tonight, he has led, and it's going to be a fun statistic to keep up with, 100% of the races that he's participated in with the Premier Racing Series. So we're going to keep a close eye on that. Speaking of keeping a close eye on things, I want to give a shout out here to this number 27 car, Jared Ogletree. We were talking about him racing for the lucky dog here, but he's going to go and win his lap back the old-fashioned way. He doesn't want a lucky dog. He just wants his lap back, and so he's taking it, not waiting for luck or fate to bring him a caution later on to get it back. Just going up and taking it, no problem. So we'll see if he is able to maintain that speed, because let's keep in mind, I believe the 94 car has pitted and gotten tires since that 27 car did. So it may be that some of that late run speed that Ogletree has shown, now that his tires are heating up, maybe some of that speed is starting to show. So we'll keep a close eye on his battle to stay on the lead lap. as he races against the leader right now, the 94 of Cameron Sarton. Meanwhile, right behind Cameron Sarton, the two brothers, no, never mind, not side by side. That is the 60 of Devin Benoit, also racing for that lucky dog. So now he is actually now in that lucky dog position, with Ogletree having gotten his lap back the hard way. That puts Devin Benoit in that lucky dog position as long as Jared stays in front of Cameron. Which right now it looks like Cameron is going to put him back one lap down, so that puts Jared back to the lucky dog, and that puts Devin back to having to remain one lap down should a caution come out. So that is why, if you wonder why these lap down cars are racing so hard with the leaders here, this maybe isn't what you would expect to see in your run-of-the-mill, B fixed race. Hold on, we got a little bit of action. That was a good save there by the number 18. That was Brandon Hare, who got a little squirrely there. We're going to take that back just to show you kind of what happened. He that got a little bit of reaction out of me. The 18 car, he had a little bit of a slide there, almost got into the 93. And he was able to back out of it. That checked him up hard. The 3 car of Cameron Arndt kind of had to dodge him a little bit, but was able to, and no harm, no foul, everybody able to keep going. So meanwhile, back at the front and back live, we've got the 94 car and the 11. So both of these cars out of the Ghost Racing stable. Cameron Sarton, last week's winner in the 94 car, right behind him, the 11 car of Travis Dart. They used a lot of great strategy last week to put themselves into a winning position, and they're using strategy once again tonight. We saw them run long on that first very long green flag run of the night, and we're able to catch some guys one lap down or more. That is how Ogletree, Benoit, Brandon Hare, and the 88 of Scooter Perfettio, that's how they all got stuck one lap down, was that excellent piece of pit strategy by Ghost Racing. So this team of Toyotas, they've come out of the gate strong this season. They had some really great finishes. So right now, if you look, 2 of the top 3 in our points right now are the 94 and the 93, Cameron Sarton and John Dart. Travis Dart was running up there with him for all the race last week, but ended up getting into some trouble late. So really keep an eye on this team of Toyotas, newcomers to the Premier Racing series, but definitely a force to be reckoned with, I'd say, early in the goings. Checking in back here with our lucky dog race, the 60 car of Devin Benoit is going to get around the number 27 of Jared Ogletree. So that is going to put him now in the lucky dog spot. That will put him also up into 11th position. So the last car on the lead lap, just to kind of put all this in context, is Kyle Kendall here. So Kyle Kendall currently running about 10 laps behind our leader, Cameron Sarton. So I believe right now that Devin Benoit probably has a safe seat, at least for now, in that lucky dog position. Though if Jared has much to say about it, that would be, I'm sure he'll say it very declaratively. All right, so moving back here in the pack, we got some side-by-side racing. Speaking of Jared and Devin racing for that lucky dog position, Devin trying to put some space between himself and the 27 to be the first car one lap down, is working on getting around the 93 of John Dart. Dart is not going to make it easy on them. So he is going to fight back to try to keep them one lap down. We'll see if he can do it. Looked like John blinked away for a little bit, so we'll focus on a different car for the time being. Back up at the front, Travis Dart. This is John's brother. They joined this series just last week. So again, very excited to have them. He is now up in the second position, only about a quarter of a second behind the number 94 of Cameron Sarton. So definitely keeping it a tight race up here at the front. Let's see if we can take a look at their lap times and see how they compare. So if we look at this is the 11 car of Travis Dart versus his brother, little sibling rivalry here of John Dart in third. You'll see that pretty consistently, actually, that 93 machine is just a little bit slower than the 11. So now let's take a look and let's compare Cameron Sarton versus Travis Dart. So you can see that lap delta for Sarton has been he's been going a little bit quicker every lap, except for lap 70 was the one aberration. But you can see that delta getting a little bit smaller as the 11 works to close that gap to the leader. Going to go back here and take a look to see how our previous leaders before that long pit cycle cycled out, how they are faring. So back here we have Stephen Parker. Remember, he led most of the early laps of this race, about 30 of the first 35. He's currently riding back in 5th place. He is maybe got it back in a little bit of dirty air. We see him being very good on the short run. These longer runs, though, tend to kind of be his Achilles heel. So I suspect that we'll see maybe Griffin Deere and Dakota back here in the 8 car start to mount a little bit of a charge. See the 72 as well. I like to compare some of their lap times here just to kind of see if we can get a feel for what's going on in this part of the field. So comparing, let's see. Okay, this is going to be comparing Stephen Parker to Griffin Deere. It looks like the last couple of laps, Deere has been faster. So it looks like not quite a 10th of a lap, but that last lap, Deere lost a whole 2/10. So it's all kind of coming out in the wash between these two cars. I think it's going to be a matter of whether or not he can get past the 3 car of Arn. It looks like Parker has been pretty consistently faster than the 3. So we'll see if this big move here is what does it to help him get around the 3 car. His goal there is to keep his engine wound up so he can keep all that momentum around the outside line. It's the longer line, but you can go faster to try to get his nose to the outside of the 3. That big swooping motion that the 3 car does where he comes all the way out to the wall. So he's using every bit of the track to get every ounce of acceleration that he can off of that corner, as we see a big wiggle from Griffin Deere 2 cars back doing the same thing. But as he comes off of that corner, what the 10 car is trying to do is the 10 car wants to stick his nose right in there between that back bumper of the 3 car and the wall. So he wants to try to get just outside or inside of the 3 car so the 3 car can't use all of the track. So we'll see from this angle here that also does a really good job of showing just how steep the banking is here at Chicagoland. We'll see if he's able to get his nose to the outside of the 3 car. Again, he definitely has the speed for this. It's just a matter of whether or not he's going to be able to keep that momentum through the turn and get to the outside of Cameron Arndt. All right. Meanwhile, we're gonna take a peek back outside of the cars now after watching from the in car for a couple of laps. We see Miguel Rodriguez now making a serious run here, racing against. Sorry, both of these cars are actually one lap down. I thought Miguel was about to be picking up some positions here, but the 18 and the 60 actually now fighting for position. Should call out, speaking of the 60 and this battle for position among these lap down cars, Ogletree and the 27. I want you to notice on the telemetry there on the left-hand side, he is now back up to not only 11th position, but also the first car one lap down. So that means that if he can keep his nose clean in the event of an accident, he is currently the lucky dog candidate. So we will hope to see him see if he can maintain that position if a caution comes out, and it does. So it looks like he is going to be the lucky dog if everything goes according to plan. Let's take a look here and see what happened. Looks like some trouble for the number 25 car. He's been involved in a couple this time, this race. Oh, and this one actually looks eerily similar to the situation that he had with Ogletree earlier in the race, but the roles reversed a little bit. It looks like the 88 car, that Scooter Perfettio, maybe moved up the track a little bit. We're going to try to get a good angle on this to let's see. Here we go. We're going to look to this angle to see if we can see exactly what happened here. Yeah, that one's kind of hard to tell. It looked like the 25 maybe had a little bit of room. It could have been that Scooter was expecting more to be a little bit closer to the safer barrier there on his outside. But nevertheless, the two cars come together. No doubt we'll say it was maybe a racing thing. It's, I think typically the 25 car held his line. It's just that Scooter was expecting him to kind of fade to the outside a little bit more there. So hard to place definite blame there without seeing it. Just a couple of guys trying to get to the same piece of racetrack, and unfortunately, by the time they got there, it was taken up by another car. So hate to see it for them, but we will check back here at the front of the pack. We've got most of our leaders now on the pits. You see the 10 of Stephen Parker, 6 of Griffin Deere, Cameron Arndt, Cameron Sarton, John Dart, Dakota Nichols, Miguel Rodriguez, the whole lead lap basically on pit road, bringing their cars to the service of their crews. Only one car stayed out this time on the lead lap. That is the 46 car of Kyle Bridges. So not sure how old those tires are. Let's take a look and see if we can see how old his tires are. So it looks like by staying out, he is on about 33 lap tires, I think is what that looks like to me. Kind of hard to tell, but yeah, he might be on 33 lap tires here. So we will keep an eye on him to hopefully he won't have any issues like spinning the tires on restart, something that's really, really easy to do once you get underway here. So we are currently 84 laps into the race, about 53 minutes on air here. We have our leader, Kyle Bridges, is leading the way now over Cameron Sarton. This looks like it was because he stayed out on this most recent pit stop. So we will see if he's able to keep up on those older tires as they get ready to bring it back to the green flag. We're going to take a pause here for just a second, and I'll be right back as the green flag waves. All right, our leader now going to bring us into the bioethanol restart zone. And he is going to, looks like he has a little bit of a hard time getting off the line, does the 46 car. He keeps it together, but he is going to be on the inside as the other cars with fresh tires all scramble to get around the 46 car of Kyle Bridges. Meanwhile, up at the front, Cameron Sarton in the number 94 car able to get the nose of his car back out front. He's already opened up a 2 or 3 car length lead over teammate, the number 11 car of Travis Dart. Travis now facing a little bit of a challenge from the number 3 car of Cameron Arndt, who's down on the inside. Similar challenge right behind them, the 10 car on the inside of the 93 of John Dart behind them. Griffin Deere and Dakota Nichols. Actually, Dakota Nichols and Miguel Rodriguez back here battling out for 7th position. Miguel down on the inside of the 24. Looked like he was going to try to use that wrap around that inside line and slide up in front of the 24. Oh, looks like Miguel maybe having some connectivity issues there. Usually we see Dakota blink, but tonight it was Miguel. Looks like, man, Miguel is really hanging in there. Oh, no, a slight contact there from the 72. Looks like Miguel is able to gather it together. He continues going, but boy, you hate to see that. A really great battle there for 7th place. Rodriguez, just a little bit of a slip, makes slight contact to the inside of the 24 car. Wonderful save there by the number 27. Really had a great save when that car got sideways. So good on him to keep it together. Meanwhile, we talked a little bit earlier about the 27 car of Jared Ogletree. He was in a hot battle in that last run to see who was going to get the lucky dog. He did get the lucky dog and is trying to make good use of it. Now worked his way back up to 9th. There are 11 cars on the lead lap, so he has made his way past Kyle Bridges in the 46, who we saw on point at the restart, had those restart issues. Miguel, who we just saw, had that slip up. Jared, though, having to start at the very tail end of the field, even behind all the lapped cars. So even though the 88 car of Scooter Perfettio, he is 2 laps down, Ogletree still having to start behind him as the lucky dog, so that he gets a little bit more of a challenge to work his way up to the front. Now moves his way up to 9th position as he sets his sights on Kyle Kendall. Back up here battling for the 6th position side by side, we have Griffin Deere and Dakota Nichols. Dakota on the low side, that 6 car on the outside is Griffin Deere. They make contact here in 3 and 4. In the middle of 1 and 2, now coming down the back stretch. These 2 cars wanted to get close to each other, kind of pull the air off of one another a little bit if they can, do some side drafting. But right now, side by side, very clean racing. We did see a little bit of contact there side by side, but seemed like it was no harm, no foul. Very close quarters again for these 2. It looks like maybe another slight bit of contact. Oh, big contact this time as the 24 car of Nichols, he moves up into the nose of the 6 car. That's going to bring out the yellow flag. We're going to take this back and, oh man, just a hard impact there for Dakota. Really just nosed it into the wall on that one. So two of our more experienced drivers. Oh no, and we did see some more drivers get collected here. So we're going to keep an eye on this number 24 Smith & Son Construction Chevrolet as we see exactly what happened here. So the 2 cars make contact. The 24 gets hooked into the wall. Oh no, right as it looks like he's going to kind of get, it almost looks like the 24 is going to get flushed to the wall here, and that the 16 of Kyle Kendall is going to be able to sneak by. Unfortunately, not what happened there is the 24 car continued to spin, bounced off the safer barrier down into Kyle Kendall. That's going to put the 24 car, yeah, he had to tow back. So even if he has a fast repair, that is going to put him probably at least a lap or 2 down. So facing some more early season adversity is our previous season's champion, Dakota Nichols. So we're going to take one more look at this time from the view of the other party involved, Griffin Deere. again, these two guys that have raced together a good bit. So can't imagine there was anything intentional here, just one of those racing things. We're going to see if we can advance here in slow motion just to see what happened. Yeah, I don't see. It looks like the 24 car comes up the track. Look, I'm not trying to litigate anything here or assign blame. I'm just calling what it looks like happened here from my standpoint. These guys are much faster race car drivers than I am, and no doubt that nothing was done there intentionally. Just one of those racing things where he went to stick his car to the bottom and it did not stick. So we're back live here while we are under caution. I'm going to take a break here for just a second, see if I can get some information from our drivers, and we'll be back in time for the race to get back underway. Taking a little bit of a break here under caution with the Premier Sim Racing Association. All right, and we are back to Green Flag Racing, the number 94 car. That is Cameron Sarton is going to bring us down to the green flag. He's got Cameron Arndt on the outside. The Cam and Cam show as they go down into turn one. Looks like Sarton's going to get the better of it, moving up the track in front of Cameron Arndt, but Cameron Arndt's going to challenge back to the inside, going down into turns 3 and 4. Don't forget the number 11 car. That's Travis Dart. He wants a piece of the action, too. He's going to put the nose of his Toyota Supra to the outside of Cameron Arndt and try to follow the 94 Supra of his teammate, Cameron Sarton, through to the outside. Oh, big bounce off the wall by Stephen Parker in the 10 car. Looks like maybe he and the 3 car had a little bit of contact that put him into the outside wall. Looked like maybe a little bit of contact between him and the 3 car, maybe a little bit more as they're going down into the corner here. Stephen Parker now being very aggressive on the back bumper of the 3 car of Cameron Arndt. Arndt is not going to let him take an inch, though. He's going to put the number 3 car right back in front of the nose of the 10 car, cutting off his momentum. And he's going to dive to the inside line here, see if he can get a run on him for that second position. We are going to show our full telemetry here on the left-hand side. You can see everybody is running. So Dakota Nichols, after that incident, he is now 2 laps down. He is now running in the 15th position behind Brandon Moore, who's back in 14th, and Brandon Hare, who is in 18th. Forgive me, Richard Moore in the 25, and Brandon Hare in the 18. Richard, I saw Brandon, and I read Brandon instead of your name. So sorry about that, sir. All right, it is lap 98 of 134 here from Chicagoland. We have the 10 car, our pole sitter. That's Stephen Parker. I think he wants the first position back. He's racing very aggressively. But the number 3 car, not going to be denied. Cameron Arndt, he puts the nose of that number 3 Chevrolet underneath the 11 car of Travis Dart. He's going to get the momentum on the inside line. He's going to see if he can clear the 11 and slide up. He's not going to come close to clearing him, but he is going to slide up. He doesn't quite make contact. Oh man, but the so the 11 car and the 3 car both have to check up. The 10 car does a lot of work to avoid the 3 car. Uh, so barely, we're just going to take this back real quick, but barely avoiding an incident here. The number 3 and the 11, you see the a little bit of contact there from the 10 to the 3 car. Looks like just a big checkup there from the 3 and the 11. Nothing intended there. Just was not able to get on the binders fast enough for the 10 car to stay out of the back of the 3. So that is going to put Cameron Arndt, who we saw making a charge up towards the front, he was making a run up to the front, but unfortunately, after that little bit of contact, is now behind Stephen Parker, and now running in fourth. Got to think he wants to run Stephen back down for that 3rd place position. Stephen, though, already setting his sights on 2nd place. Number 10 now right up to the bumper of the 11 Toyota of Travis Dart. Seeing a little bit of blink in our broadcast. I hope we're still back because this is great racing. The 10 car now sliding up in front of the nose of the 11 car. He does complete that pass by the looks of it. Yeah, he's got the 11 car cleared. They're going to go side by side into the turn here. The 11's going to get his nose to the inside of Stephen Parker. Toyota and Chevy side by side coming out of turn number 2. Looks like the 10 car's barely going to be able to clear Dart as they go down into 3. Dart's going to try to wind it back up and get some more momentum, diving to the inside line. He's not going to be able to get to the inside of the 10. Oh, maybe he is. The 10 is really crowding him down there on that white line. The 11 is able to get his nose to the inside. He is now side by side with the 10 car as they go down into 1 and 2. Now on the exit of turn 2, taking a wide view of this here. The 10 car now accelerating through the exit of turn 2 all the way down the backstretch, able to clear the number 11 car. 11 really sends it deep into turn number 3, though, trying to get some momentum and catch the 10 car back up as they come around to the front stretch. He's able to close the gap a little bit. We'll see if he's able to actually make it to him. Really great racing here for 2nd position. Meanwhile, Cameron Sarton's got to be loving this. He's watching it out of his rearview mirror, thinking, hey, can you guys race like this for about 30 more laps? And I can maybe sail away with this thing. So got to say, Cameron Sarton now has led. Let's see how many laps he has led. Currently 1st place, and he has led 52 laps of our race so far. I believe that is the most laps of anyone so far. So very, very solid run for the number 94 of Cameron Sarton so far in this race. So very strong opening for him as a newcomer in this field of race car drivers. Making our way back to the 2nd place battle. Man, these two guys are really going at it. The 11 back to the inside now of Stephen Parker. You know, these guys have been battling side by side for this 2nd position for about 10, 15 laps now. And I tell you, it's been a great race. So 11's not going to be able to quite clear Parker that time. Now they're side by side going down the backstretch. They're going to dive off into 3. You see the 10, he's going to keep it right out up the on the outside up against the safer barrier, trying to generate all of that momentum. Meanwhile, don't sleep on the 3 car. That's Cameron Arndt, who and 11 blocks him all the way to the grass. So the 3 car had a huge run on the inside after wrapping the bottom, being able to keep that momentum all the way on the bottom side of the track down the front stretch as he was trying to make it down beneath the white line on the apron of the track underneath the 11 of Travis Dart. Travis blocked him all the way to the grass. That opens the door for his brother John Dart in the 93, who's now going to be able to move to the inside of the 3 of Cameron Arndt. He's going to move up the track a little bit. That was a tight squeeze. Arndt's now going to try to cross him over by diving down to the bottom once again, all the way down on the apron to that grass. Great side-by-side battle now as Travis Dart gets back to the inside of the 10 car. Excellent 2x2 racing here for 2nd through 5th position rather, at Chicagoland. You see the 3 car of Cameron Arndt maybe thinking better of it, backing out of that scrum just a little bit. Now put Stephen Parker. Oh no, we see a big accident here. It looks like the 11 car and the 3 car both involved. 3 car spinning backwards. The 6 car was involved. Let's take it back and see exactly what happened to bring out this yellow flag. So it looks like maybe the 11 car was trying to come to the pits. Is either that or he just got loose. Let's take his gyro here. So what I'm looking for is to see if this car really slows down and turns down towards the pits, like he's trying to make pit entry. Yeah, it looks like he was maybe trying to get down into pit lane and kind of checked up in front of the field. And yeah, that was a pretty big incident there for Travis Dart. He's had a really great race so far tonight. A couple of big hits for the 3 car of Cameron Arndt, the 6 car of Griffin Deere, both involved. So big hits for both of those cars. We're gonna go back and see exactly who all has fast repairs and who all can use them. No doubt everybody in the field is going to be pitting here, so we'll keep a close eye on the pit strategies. It actually looks like the 11 of Travis Dart stayed out. Had to have been an accident as he was getting caught up to the field. No doubt we'll see him go in there. So I'm going to step away for just a moment as I get caught up on all of the pit strategies and the pit strategies, as well as a little bit of thoughts about what happened there. So we're going to take just a pause and I'll be right back. All right, and we are back under green now. Cameron Sarton is going to lead them to the green flag as we now have 23 laps to go. All right, Cameron Sarton gets a huge restart here, able to take the lead over Stephen Parker and John Dart. Got to think, some side-by-side action now. That looks like the 10 car of Parker actually makes a little bit of contact with the 93 of Dart, so they are now 3 wide for second place. Ogletree is all the way down on the bottom side, maybe thinks a little bit better of it, tucks in behind Stephen Parker. Remember, Ogletree, typically one of the more patient drivers that we see here. He likes those long runs, so I think that we'll see him maybe try to conserve some of his equipment for later on in this race. 20 laps is still a long time at a track like this. A lot of storylines can develop. A lot of guys can wear out their equipment by being too aggressive too quickly on this restart. So want to keep a close eye on that. Meanwhile, the number 6 car, that's Griffin Deere. He makes a big, bold move down to the inside of Jared Ogletree. He's trying to get up into the top 4 by completing this pass. He's not able to do it quite yet. They are side by side with this racing going on. Just want to confirm, I did check with Cameron Arndt in the 3 car. He did have to use his fast repair after that incident with the 11. Travis Dart says he was trying to get down to pit lane and said that he did feel bad about that. He called it a brain fart on his part. So yeah, just an incident there. Slight lapse in concentration, unfortunately, cost Cameron Arndt big. He's Cameron's now running 2 laps down in 14th position after being one of the competitors for most of this race. So speaking of competitors, the 94 car here just really putting on a clinic. Now 63 laps led of the race so far. He's getting close to the 50% of this race with him as the leader mark. So we'll keep a close eye on that statistic, see if he hits it tonight. So remember, this was a 134 lap race. So if he can lead 14 of the 19 remaining laps, that's going to be him leading over 50% of this race. So very, very impressive start to the season for him. We'll see if he can close it out here with 18 to go. John Dart, his teammate in the 93, currently riding in 2nd place. 3rd place, Stephen Parker, our pole sitter. You know that he is hungry to get back up there and mix it up. Do you want to call out Ogletree, though, in the 27 car, maybe biding his time a little bit, not as aggressive in the early goings on these restarts. He lets these guys push their car a little bit, bounce off the wall like we just saw the 10 car do there. No doubt that's exactly the kind of opportunity that this 27 car Ogletree is looking for. And yeah, and he does it right there. Ogletree making a big move to the inside. He's going to slide up right in front of the 10 car. It looks like he just clears the nose of the 10. And they're going to go off into turns 3 and 4. The 10 car now losing a little bit of traction as we see Griffin Deere moving to his inside. Now looks like Griffin's going to try to battle him for the 4th position. Can't quite make the pass yet, can Griffin? It looks like the 10. Oh, he had a really big bump there. Caused his car to get just a little loose. Gives a little bit of an edge to the 6 car, but still side by side for 4th place are Griffin Deere and Stephen Parker. Meanwhile, the 27 of Jared Ogletree, Kitties and Beer Racing Chevrolet, he is now trying to get the nose of that car underneath the left rear corner panel of the 93 of John Dart. He is interested in trying to get his 27 Chevy up to the front of this pack, see if maybe in the late going he has something for Cameron Sarton in the 94 car, who has so far just dominated this race. He took the lead back on lap like 40 or 50 something, and he's been out front for the majority of the rest of the race since then. So putting on a clinic out there, but we still have some competitors that are going to be coming towards the front late in this race. Still have a great battle going on back here for 5th place. Stephen Parker currently trying to hold off Griffin Deere in the 6 car, Miguel Rodriguez in the 72, and the 16 of Kyle Kendall. All these guys, they're here, they're racing for points. They're in this league each and every week, trying to scratch and claw their way up to the top 10 in points, try to put themselves in position to make a late season run for the Premier Series championship. Meanwhile, the 10 car, though, more interested in taking a late race run at 3rd place. He's now got his nose just to the inside of the number 27 car. That's Jared Ogletree, now riding in the cockpit with Stephen Parker. See how he is working the wheel to keep that car on the very bottom of the track. He's going to slide up well in front of Ogletree now, a couple couple 4 or 5 car length lead over the 27. Griffin Deer in the 6 car now going to take advantage. He's going to move past Ogletree on the inside. Ogletree now potentially looking to fall back into the clutches of Miguel Rodriguez in the 72 car. Saw these two have a really great battle last week. We called them the palindromic pair, the 27 and the 72, racing it out here in the late goings of this race. Only 12 laps to go. Mind you, Jared really tried to keep his nose there on the outside of the 6 car. It looks like he drove himself almost all the way to the wall. I think he may have touched the wall a little bit there. It gave Miguel a good run. Miguel had to check up to keep from getting in the back of the 27 car. We're going to take that back really quickly, take a quick look and see exactly what happened here. We're going to ride on board with Miguel as he is, this is a replay. This is about a lap ago. Miguel is trying to accelerate, get to the rear bumper of the 27 of Ogletree. We're going to see Ogletree gets tight, meaning his car isn't turning quite like he wants it to. He's going to go all the way out to the wall, almost brush the wall. Miguel really has to get out of the accelerator there, off of the throttle, to make sure that he doesn't get into the back of Ogletree. So back at the front, though, we have Cameron Sarton now with 10 laps to go. He holds about a 1 second lead over second place, his teammate John Dart. So behind them, we have Stephen Parker and Griffin Deer. They are going to round out the top 5 with Jared Ogletree in the 27, who we were just showing having a little bit of an incident earlier, but has managed to keep the 72 behind him still. So looking a little bit further back in the pack, do want to give a shout out. We saw Devin Benoit. He was in one of the heavy races for the Lucky Dog. It was him, Brandon Hare, and Jared Ogletree all racing for the Lucky Dog. Ogletree currently running 5th position so far, has made the most of his Lucky Dog. Benoit, though, up in 8th position. So getting a solid top 10 finish when being a lap down was keeping him outside of the top 10. So good for him running in 8th place here late in the going. Also want to give a little shout out to Travis Dart. We saw him have some issues earlier, got into an incident. It was him in the 3 car. As we see the 3 car now getting back to the 11 car. Dart, we'll keep an eye on this. The 46 car, he gets up in the wall. Kyle Bridges trying to stay. Kyle Bridges and the Dart and Travis Dart, they are currently racing for position. This is for the 9th position. The 3 car right behind them, that's Cameron Arndt. He's currently 2 laps down, but remember, he had an incident with the 11 car earlier. It's what put Arndt a lap down, made him use his fast repair earlier. A little bit of a run-in with that 11 car. Arndt didn't sound happy over the mic. It looked like just maybe one of those racing things, but where the 11, he went to go pit in, and Cameron didn't feel like he was given enough time. So we'll keep an eye on that and see how these two race each other in the closing laps. We've got about 7 laps to go. Kyle Bridges is able to put a little bit of a gap between himself and Travis Dart, showing some speed that we hadn't seen out of Kyle earlier on in the race. Either that or Travis in the 11 maybe resettling before he takes another run at the 46. We've seen a lot of speed out of that 11 car, so I expect to see him make a solid run for that number 9 spot. No changes up here at the front, though. Cameron Sarton still with a 1 second lead over teammate John Dart. We did see a quick change of position back here. We're going to bring it back here to 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th position. Got a heck of a race developing here. So in the 10 car, that's Stephen Parker. He is our pole sitter. The number 6 car of Griffin Deer right to his inside. He is trying to get back up into a podium position with only 5 to go. Jared Ogletree, who we thought was maybe saving some of his equipment earlier on, falling into the clutches of Miguel Rodriguez, who's making a big run to the inside in the 72. Looks like Ogletree might have gotten a little loose there on the outside. But he's going to bring a lot of momentum off of that outside line. And it looks like he is, if he doesn't clear the 72, he's going to get very close to it as they move down into turn 1. As they go down to turn 1, not only does he clear the 72, he gets a huge run on the 6, actually has to check that up just a little bit, but clears Miguel with ease. That is going to put Ogletree now firmly in 5th position. Griffin Deer, meanwhile, is making a big move to the inside of Stephen Parker. He is going to slide up the track into the path of the 10 car. It looks like the 10 is going to try to move to the outside. 6 is going to go ahead and move up and block, maybe dirty up a little bit of that air. The 10 car maybe had to get out of the gas a little bit before he wanted to, but he is going to try to come hard on the accelerator now on this outside line. Is not able to get the advantage on the number 6 of Griffin Deer quite yet with just 3 laps to go. He's going to try to move to the outside, move to the inside, do anything he can here to see if he can get past this 6 car. So now just tucking in behind, just 2 laps to go here at Chicagoland. We see Ogletree in the 27 car now moving into the 4th position. He's going to get past Griffin, but Griffin able to cross him over Parker able to cross him over, moving back to the inside now, battling door to door for this 4th position. Griffin Deer now driving away, has a couple of car length lead over this group in the 5th position. We take the white flag. Cameron Sarton now with just 1 lap to go to firm up his dominant performance this evening. John Dart in the 93, he's still about 7/10 of a second behind. The big race now is for the 4th, 5th, and 6th position. That's Stephen Parker, Jared Ogletree, and Miguel Rodriguez. They're going to battle it out as they come through the final turns. Tonight, though, a dominant performance. He led 82 laps tonight. Cameron Sarton, he's going to bring home the checkered flag here in Chicagoland. Wonderful performance by him. He was able to run long early in the race, use some pit strategy between him and his Ghost Racing teammates. They were able to take full advantage of running long early in the race, got that special perfectly timed caution that they needed. Call it luck, call it strategy, call it whatever you will. But he has clinched the victory tonight. So hopefully he will be celebrating some. We see some respectful nudges and taps coming from Miguel and Jared, the 72 and the 27. But tonight it is the 94 car, Cameron Sarton, who captures the checkered flag. He's going to do some burnouts here in the infield. Well-deserved. Your winner, the number 94, Cameron Sarton from Ghost Racing. He started this race. Let's see. Not up front. Can't actually see that right here, but that's okay. He is your winner tonight, and that is the most important part. A dominating performance. 81 laps led, counted 82 laps led tonight. So he has more than earned his opportunity to burn those tires down in the infield tonight. So a huge congratulations goes out to Cameron Sarton for his performance this evening. Really, really excellent job, Cameron. We're going to see if we can get him in for an interview.
Yes, sir. All right.
All right, everyone. We have our winner, Cameron Sarton here, the driver of the 94 car for Ghost Racing. Cameron, you put on a dominant performance this evening, leading 82 of the laps tonight, more than 50% of the race. Talk to us a little bit about how you pulled it off tonight.
Yeah, weird beginning. So I didn't qualify well, and then the little glitch kind of threw us for a loop. But got a lucky break with the caution and had to use a fast repair early, which wasn't great. And then the tires were shredded, and I was maintaining good pace, so knew I could compete up there. And then everything kind of just fell my way and maintained track position.
Yeah, I saw that one long pit cycle that you guys did. It looked like you and the rest of your Ghost Racing teammates ran long. Was that a plan that you guys came into the race with to execute on, or is that something that developed naturally?
Naturally, it was just early, so we just filled it up with fuel and no tires, and kind of try to do something different. So could have only made it on 2 more stops for sure, and got lucky with the caution, and then didn't look back.
Right on, and it was all you from there on in, Cameron. So this is your second race now with the Premier Series and your second win. So batting 1,000 so far. Can we expect to see this kind of domination for the rest of the season?
I hope so. We don't usually do fixed racing, so it's been a long time, but we are off to a hot start. So we're gonna continue on here and hope for the best, but can't complain.
Well, I'd say you and the rest of Ghost Racing making quite the impression here on the Premier Sim Racing Association Premier Series. So big congratulations to you and to the whole team for what looked like some excellent pit strategy. Last week, you guys used a lot of really good drafting strategy as a team. So going to be looking for the other teams to step up their game in the coming weeks, or you guys are going to dominate it all. Congrats again on the win, and hope you have a great night.
All right, thank you, man. Appreciate you broadcasting.
Happy to do it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to do it for us here on the Premier Sim Racing Association TV. As a final thought, I do want to very quickly send a very special message. So today is my mom's birthday. So here at the end of the broadcast, from all of us here at Premier Sim Racing Association, to my mom, who I hope is watching, just want to send you a very happy birthday, Mom. You can see it there from Premier Racing Association. Just want to say that we love you and thank you for life and everything that you've done for me in it. So from all of us here at Premier Sim Racing Association, happy birthday, Mom. And thanks to all of our viewers. We will see you here next week. We have our truck racing series on Wednesday nights. That will be right here on the PSRA TV YouTube channel. And then we will be back next Thursday night for the Premier Series, where we do the O'Reilly cars. Both of those races are going to start at 8 p.m. Central. That's 9 p.m. Eastern. Again, Wednesday night, that's our TrakRacer Truck Series, where I, yours truly, the Mississippi Motor Mouth, Chris, will be racing in the Truck Series, trying to hold my own. And the O'Reilly cars will be back 1 week from tonight with me as your host here on PSRA TV. Thanks again to everybody who came out. Have a wonderful rest of your week, and we will see you next time.